First off, again, like I said, a lot of superhero talk today. We're going to be doing Superman. Superman budget and box office profit point revealed for DCU movie. So apparently the budget's pretty high, but also the tracking seems to be doing well. So let's read it. The budget and box office profit for point for James Gunn's Superman have been revealed. Superman officially hits U.S. theaters next month. Written and directed by James Gunn, the DCU movie sees David Cornsweet play the titular superhero, while the cast also includes Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane and Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. What is the budget and box office profit point for Superman? According to the Rap's Humberto Gonzalez, Superman has a budget of approximately $225 million. So with that, you also want to add in the marketing budget, which is typically for this kind of a movie is going to be around $100 million. I think that it might actually be less because they haven't done much marketing at all for this movie. Just a couple trailers and then like a CinemaCon thing and then like a behind the scenes Superman thing for Superman Day. So I really feel like they haven't done that much, but we'll say it's at 100 million. And for simple math, we'll make it 125 million to put it at 350 million for its total budget. And anytime that you see the total budget, the movie has to make more than double because they have to give half of it back to the theaters. So in order for this movie to be profitable or to break even, it has to hit around $700 million. So let's see what this says. According to one insider, if Superman grosses anything north of $500 million worldwide, the film will turn a profit at the box office, not inclusive to ancillary revenues. The article reads, in a court of public opinion, however, it will need to gross closer to $700 million to be considered a hit. Absolutely. You cannot have this movie and then $125 or $100 million marketing budget unless they just don't count that for whatever reason, which I doubt that's the case. I'm pretty sure they count it. How much Superman makes during its opening weekend remains to be seen. Jurassic World Rebirth opens the week before Superman, while Fantastic Four First Steps comes out 2 weeks after, meaning it could face some tough competition at the box office throughout the whole month of July. Yes, but what comes out the week before Fantastic Four? I don't think anything. So Superman could have a very solid 2 weeks in a row if it's good. In addition to Cornsweet, Brosnan, and Luthor, Superman stars, okay, just going over more of the cast. Superman will be released in the United States and IMAX July 11th, 2025 from Warner Brothers Pictures. The DCU continues after that in August with Peacemaker Season 2, while the next theatrically released movie will be Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, which arrives in June 2026. So with that, what do you think about the Superman budget? Do you think it's too high? Do you think it's too low? Do you think it'll make its money back? Or do you not care? I think this is tough. Let me look up real quick the Man of Steel budget. Let me look this up. Okay, so $225 million for Man of Steel. $225 million in 2013 is not the same as $225 million today. But for argument's sake, we'll just say it's the same thing. So and then we'll see the movie. So Man of Steel made almost that 700 mark. It made 670.1. This includes 291 domestic and 379 internationally. Okay, so back then it was able to make more of a profit from the high budget because there's just less that went into it overall. But there's also, I don't know where they filmed Man of Steel, but in Superman they filmed in Ohio, and states in certain countries and everything will give tax incentives. So I think as long as Superman does what Man of Steel did and make this 670 around there, I think it'll actually make money because the tax incentives will actually reduce the budget cost from the Superman total budget, if that makes sense. So it's kind of crazy though how similar both those movies are as far as what they need to make and what they cost. That's pretty crazy.